Good morning, one and all.
Morning, sir.
You sound chipper this morning, Lieutenant.
Oh, I am, sir. You won't believe what came in the mail yesterday.
The new Victoria's Secret catalog?
No, sir, that's not due out till the 18th. What I got was a package from my mama. And guess what she sent?
More family photos?
3 rolls. Papa's 80th birthday party. Oh, General, you don't want to miss these. They're even better than the 4th of July picnic.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Here's Papa arriving at the party in his Nash Ambassador. Here's the car door opening. See? That's his cane coming out. Left foot. Right foot. He's almost out. Ta-da! There he is.
Gee, I'll bet if we flip those pictures, we could see him move.
Here's the evening paper, Major.
Oh.
I thought you might enjoy a tall glass of iced tea.
Thank you, girls.
You're welcome, sir. Oh, let me squeeze that lemon for you.
What do you want?
Well, now that you mention it, we did think it might be beneficial to get together with some of the many fine young people on this base. You know, to exchange ideas, discuss politics, the arts.
You want to have a party?
Party is such a frivolous term. This would be more of a teen think tank.
I see. Would there be eating, music, perhaps dancing at this think tank of yours?
That's a good idea. Some chips and dips might be nice. I'd get a bucket of ribs from work. Yeah, and we could play CDs. Maybe a few games.
I think a party would be fine.
All right, Major.
Now, you know the rules. You set up, you clean up, no loud music. The whole thing's over by 2200, and your mother and I chaperone.
Major, that's no party. That's just a bad night at home.
So, Major McGillis, what are your plans for this weekend?
Oh, you know, the usual. Polo on Saturday. Sunday brunch with the governor. Or maybe I'll just clean out the garage.
I have a better idea. How about a weekend for 2 at the Charles Gate Inn?
The Charles Gate?
Mm-hmm.
They got a championship golf course. And real high rates.
Ah, that's the best part. It's all free.
Are you going to try and sell us real estate?
We have been invited as guests of Dr. Eileen Martin. You know, the psychologist I've been writing that big article about?
Oh, right. Marriage guru.
John, she is a highly respected therapist. And she's holding one of her creative coupling seminars at the Charles Gate Inn.
Oh, no, not one of those encounter things where everybody talks about how they didn't get a puppy when they were 6 years old and then they all wind up hugging.
It's just going to be a few couples exploring their marriages in an intimate setting.
You know what I just said?
Don't worry, we don't have to participate. I am going there to observe for my article, and you're going to play golf.
Yeah, but what about at dinner if we run into one of the other couples? You will invite them over to the table, and then we'll start talking. The next thing you know, somebody will want a hug.
John, this article is very important to me. And I think I have a real shot at selling it to Psychology and Health. Need I remind you of how many thrill-packed marine events I've quietly endured?
Quietly?
Okay, endured.
Yeah.
There was the retired officers' luncheon, the foreign dignitaries' dinner, followed by the foreign dignitaries' speeches,
Okay.
the honors ceremony, the enlisted ping-pong tournament.
Paul, I said okay.
I know, but I'm on a roll. The Marine Wives Bake-Off. Dr. Martin, I'm sorry I'm late. This is my husband, John McGillis.
Hello, everyone. This is Polly and John.
Hi, Polly. Hi, John.
Nice to meet you. If you'll just point me in the direction of the first tee, I'll be on my way.
On your way. John, our encounter session is just beginning. Take a seat.
No. I just came to drop Polly off so she can do her story. Right, Paul?
Well, that was my understanding.
Yeah.
Polly, how do you expect to write about creative coupling unless you experience it? You and John are here to participate.
No. Time out now. I'm really not an encounter group kind of guy, am I, Paul?
He's really not.
Well, then, Polly, I'm afraid you won't be able to do the article. Only couples are allowed to attend the session.
Well, but I've spent so much time on it already.
Well, this doesn't seem fair. Now, these two guys, they're here without their wives.
John, Bob and Norman are a couple.
Oh.
John, I know just how you feel. I didn't want to be here either. But sometimes you gotta go that extra mile for the one you love.
Thank you for sharing, Bob.
Well, John, what do you think?
I think you owe me big. All right, we'll do it.
Oh, wonderful. Please, take a seat.
Okay.
Now, let's get one thing straight. I don't hug. I do not hug.
Now, to start things off, let's find out what brought each couple here today. Edna, let's begin with you.
Well, I suppose our biggest problem...
Excuse me, Edna. Here at Creative Coupling, we don't have problems. We have challenges.
Well, I guess my biggest challenge is Stanley. He never listens to a word I say. He never listens, not to a word I say.
She repeats everything.
I don't repeat everything. I don't repeat anything.
Excuse me.
Yes, John, feel free to jump in.
How long do these things take? 1 hour? 2? What?
You'll have to excuse John. He's never done this before. Sweetheart, we're talking about interpersonal relationships. These things can't be rushed.
Well, actually, Polly, each group is different. Some require every minute of the weekend. Others can be finished in a day.
So, in other words, if we all got things squared away here today, then tomorrow we'd have time to hit the links, right?
Well, you could look at it that way.
All right, then, let's hop to. Stan, Edna, let's get this thing straightened out.
Honey, you can't just jump in like that. Eileen's in charge here.
Oh.
She's the psychologist.
Thanks, Polly. But the very foundation of creative coupling lies in peer interaction. Go for it, John.
Oh. Thanks, I. All right, Stan, let's hear your side of things.
Well, sometimes I just have to tune her out. I mean, don't get me wrong. Me and Edna have a nice marriage. 38 years.
39 years. We've been married for 39 years, not 38. 39.
You know, Edna, you do tend to repeat yourself just a little.
Well, I have to because he never listens. I have to because he doesn't listen.
Well, Stan, maybe if you did listen to Edna a little bit more, she wouldn't have to talk so much.
John, honey, that's a real nice thought, but don't you think it's a little simplistic?
Yes, and that's the beauty of it. When couples find themselves bogged down in a seemingly unresolvable conflict, my advice always is simplify, simplify, simplify. Everyone, simplify, simplify, simplify.
Simplify. Oh, sorry.
Well, I have a simple solution to our challenge.
Yeah. Way to go, Norm.
Well, the trouble is I don't think Bob will go along.
Oh? And what simple solution might that be?
What else? Getting rid of Beth.
Beth.
You are so jealous of her.
Oh, with good reason. You care more about her than you care about me.
That's not true.
Bob, what exactly is your relationship with Beth?
She's my dog. Had her since she was a pup. The sweetest creature that ever walked on 4 paws.
She's a psychotic schnauzer.
Psychotic?
If she doesn't like what I'm wearing, she attacks me.
She just has impeccable taste, like me.
Now, Norman, one of the responsibilities of loving your partner is learning to accept prior relationships without feeling threatened.
How else should I feel? Waking up in the morning with a snarling Nazi dog standing on my chest?
It is her way of being affectionate.
Sometimes Edna snarls in the morning.
I think that I see Norman's point, and I have some idea of how he's feeling.
Oh, you do?
Well, yeah. See, when Polly and I were first together, her daughters were none too friendly to me either, you know.
Are you comparing the girls to a schnauzer?
Oh, no. All I'm saying is that by getting to know them and giving them the chance to get to know me, pretty soon we were a family, you know. Oh. Norm, maybe you should spend a little one-on-one with this Beth. You know, take her for a walk, play fetch with her, something.
Well, I suppose I could take her for a walk.
I know she'd love it. Just don't wear those ratty tennis shoes, okay?
John, that was excellent advice.
Just came to me.
Kiki, Jason, we haven't heard much from you yet. What challenge brought you here today? Jason? Kiki?
Hey! Something the matter?
We were just wondering, what is the challenge that brought you two here?
We just never seem to find the time to talk.
Isn't she something?
Yeah, she sure is, but we got work to do here. Okay, Jason, you're over there. Kiki, you're down here. Let's go. Anybody got a hose?
Excuse me. Robin, we have to talk. I know. How could you invite all these people? I only invited 7. Well, I invited 5, and none of them showed. Well, where did all these kids come from?
No lie, dude. This party is raging, man. Everybody's here. You gotta come over. Bring some ribs.
Jack, hang up that phone. Hang it up.
Whoa, chill.
Whoever it is, don't let them in.
Wait a minute. I live here.
Casey, where have you been?
Watching those guys park their cars on the front lawn.
You gotta be kidding. Oh, hi. Robin, look, it's Lieutenant and Gunny. Oh, hi.
Hi. The major asked us to stop by just to see if everything was all right.
So, everything all right?
You're saying to yourselves, gee, this looks like a party.
Yo, everybody, let's limbo!
Okay, it's a party.
I take it this is not a parentally sanctioned gathering.
Not only that, Mom and the Major don't know a thing about it.
We didn't invite all these people. They just showed up. Can we help it if we give great parties? What are we supposed to do, throw them out?
That would be a start. Lieutenant?
All right, young people. Young people. Can I have your attention, please? Excuse me. I have something important to say.
Now hear this. Party time is officially over. Drop your chips, put down your drinks, and fall out of the limbo line. We'll disperse in a neat and orderly fashion. Move it, move it, move it!
Yeah! Come on, pick up the pace. Hurry up. And if you're going to take those soda cans, recycle.
Hey, you two must go to the same barber.
Halt.
Yes, Gunny?
You 3 will police this area and return it to a pre-party state.
Yes, Gunny. Just out of curiosity, you won't be telling the Major about this, will you?
No. You will.
Right.
You're from Ohio? I have a sister who lives in Ohio.
You have a sister? Me too.
Oh.
Hey, John, this talking stuff is great.
Glad I could help.
You were right on the money, John. I always say communication is the backbone of any relationship.
Thanks, I. That's 3 challenges up, 3 challenges down. Still time for good 9 holes.
Not so fast, John.
What?
We haven't heard about the challenges in your relationship.
Oh, well, that's because we don't have any. Our marriage is rock solid.
No fair. We told about our challenge.
Well, yeah, I bared my soul about Beth.
Yeah, we all spilled our guts. You got me doing it.
Well, really, there's just nothing for us to talk about. Right, Paul? Paul? Right?
Polly, don't you have anything to say?
Well, to be honest, I'm a little gun-shy. I feel like every time I try to make a point, I'm contradicted.
Oh, no, you're not.
You're doing it now, dear.
Polly, beneath that sunny smile, I'm sensing a little hostility towards John.
I'm not hostile. Exactly.
What are you feeling exactly?
Well, I am sort of surprised that you've just sat by and let John run this session.
And you're not comfortable with that?
Well, no. You're the doctor. He's a Marine.
Well, I was just trying to lend a hand.
No, you were trying to get out to the golf course, so you bulldozed your way through everybody's problems.
That's challenges.
I don't care what you call them.
Well, I don't care what you call them either, but you two certainly have got one.
You said it. And only once.
Okay, Polly, what is it about John that's really upsetting you?
The way he takes over everything.
I'm trained to be in command.
Well, it's annoying. I came here to watch a psychologist at work. If I wanted to hear my husband barking orders, I could have stayed on the base.
I wasn't barking.
Oh, I agree. You haven't heard barking until Beth catches you wearing white after Labor Day.
John, do you feel you have this need to take over?
Well, no, it's not a need. It's just that when I do, things get done. I'm a very decisive, organized person.
Oh, that's for sure. You should see our refrigerator. He arranges the dairy products in order of expiration date.
Have you once had sour milk since we've been married?
And I never had it before because I would smell it. But no, we have to do it your way. He's totally inflexible.
I may be orderly and by the book. I am not inflexible. I think it requires a great deal of flexibility for a dyed-in-the-wool bachelor to move into a house full of women. Now, I have gotten used to taking showers after all the hot water is gone. And I can prepare a fairly tasty meal for a group of people who do not eat meat. And if I do say so myself, I weave a pretty mean French braid.
Do you hear that? He cooks.
Yeah.
Anyone can cook, but a French braid, now, that's tricky.
Well, it's all a matter of how you divide the hair. You know, you got to have all 3 sections absolutely equal, otherwise it'll list to one side.
Oh, and heaven forbid anything should be off center.
Polly, don't tell us. Tell John.
You have to do everything by the book. No surprises. Mr. Straight Arrow.
Well, that's better than being completely unpredictable. Sensible 1 minute and emotional the next. Life is just it's a roller coaster ride with you.
Wait a minute. Before we get bogged down in the negatives, it might be good to explore what attracted you two to each other in the first place.
Well, it's hard to say. He sort of took me by surprise. I mean, the guys I was dating before I met John were your basic, artistic, free-spirited. Well, they were flakes. And then John came along. And he was different. He was all grown up. Dependable, solid. Someone I could count on.
In other words, Mr. Straight Arrow?
Well,
John?
Well, now that I think of it, The first thing that attracted me to Polly, was that you were so completely unpredictable. Sensible one minute, emotional the next. And I suppose if you are a by-the-book Marine, then there's nothing more exciting than a good old-fashioned roller coaster ride.
I knew he was a hugger.